Why, I remember back in 1849.
For my capstone portfolio, I created a 4th grade California Gold Rush unit. The goals of this unit are to show students how the discovery of a piece of gold had a lasting contribution on the state of California. It will also emphasize the importance of past events and the effects they have on the present, as well as how this historical event affected ways of life in California today, with such things like population growth and social dynamics like that of women and minorities in the gold rush. Now I would like to take you through a preview of my unit, A Thrilling Ride Through the California Gold Rush. This will be a 3-week unit consisting of 15 lessons, incorporating California Social Studies standards, the newly adopted California Common Core standards, and ISTE technology standards, with each lesson catering to a variety of Howard Gardner's 8 multiple intelligences. Now, let me take you through a brief preview of some lessons and activities that will be implemented throughout this unit. As an introductory lesson, students will watch a dramatic interpretation of James Marshall's discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill. Students will then post their initial response and reflection in the form of a poem on the collaborative online resource Wall Wisher. In another introductory lesson, students will learn about routes taken to get to California, as well as background knowledge of the gold rush through an interactive Prezi presentation. They will also be exploring online resources, a web quest, and Google Earth to learn more about mining camp locations. In this lesson, students will use student response clickers to select their route of choice, trace their route on a map, and complete a travel log about pros and cons of the route they selected and the mining camp they will settle at. Students will be exploring methods of getting wealthy in the gold rush on a PBS Kids online resource game, and writing lyrics about their plan to get rich in the gold rush, whether it be through mining or business, then use the application Songify to make it into a song. In another lesson, students will be listening to the book Gold Fever by Verla Kay and illustrating Jasper's journey through the gold rush.
Townsfolk snicker, 49ers. Jasper sighing, dreaming dreams. Gold, there's gold in them there streams.
Students will use their sketches to create a comic strip of Jasper's journey through the gold rush. To do this, they will be using the Read, Write, Think resource, Comic Creator. Students will be writing persuasive pieces on online resources like a front-page newspaper to persuade people to come to California, as well as a letter home describing their experience in the gold rush. For each of these activities, students will be creating a Wordle to display their writing. In another lesson, students will create a BioCube on a Read, Write, Think resource about a minority and describe how they are treated in the gold rush. In another lesson, students will be learning about aspects of daily life in mining towns and will be given an area to research, like food, clothing, or entertainment. And then using the resource Pinterest, they will create a display board of their content. And then, students will be placed in a group, given a mining town, and be instructed to report on stories within the camp. In their group, students will be collaboratively creating a podcast report using GarageBand. As a class, we will go on a field trip to the historical Old Town San Diego. Students will use the application Instagram on smartphones or iPads to create a virtual field trip by taking photos, posting the historical significance to the Gold Rush era, and commenting on their peers' photos with their own reflections. As a review activity, we will be playing Gold Rush Jeopardy! Students will be placed in 3 groups called 49ers, Entrepreneurs, and Californios. And the interactive game will have categories like travel, daily life, effects, and minorities. As a culminating activity, we will have a day-long Gold Rush Day. Students will be given the chance to dress up like miners, stake their claim, build a mining camp, pan for gold, and use their wealth to make purchases at booths like the Saloon and play Gold Rush era games. Throughout this 3-week unit, students will be assessed for major projects using rubrics. With a designated point value allotted for each project, the rubrics will be used to assess student understanding of each objective in the lesson. For each project, students will receive a 4 for above and beyond, a 3 for well done, a 2 for needs improvement, and a 1 for unsatisfactory. In addition, students will be given points for participation in such things like discussion and group work, as well as their behavior and their contribution to collaborative activities.
Hold on to me.
I can't wait to use the valuable skills in my career that I have learned in the Masters of Digital Teaching and Learning program at Azusa Pacific University. Although the education path is unclear at this point in time, I am confident in the vast knowledge and esteemed abilities I have taken from this program. I am eager to pursue my career as a 21st century educator. I know I will truly impact the children I teach through technology and inspire them to become lifelong learners.
Settle down.